My own brother had been stealing from me for 20 years, and I only found out because he made one stupid mistake. My name is Robert. I'm 73 years old, and last Friday, I discovered that the person I trusted most in the world had been robbing me blind since the day we started our business together. It started with a phone call from our accountant. "Robert, we need to meet. Today. It's urgent." Margaret Chen had been doing our books for 15 years. She never called with urgent meetings. "What's wrong, Margaret?" "I can't discuss this over the phone. Can you come to my office at 2 p.m.? Is everything okay?" "Just come alone, Robert. Don't bring Jimmy." "Jimmy, my younger brother. My business partner for the past 20 years. We'd built Morrison Brothers Construction from nothing. 2 guys with pickup trucks and a dream. Now we had 40 employees and revenue of $3 million a year. At least, I thought we did." I arrived at Margaret's office early. She looked nervous. "Robert, sit down. What I'm about to show you is going to be difficult." She spread financial documents across her desk. "I've been reviewing the books for our annual audit. Something doesn't add up." "What do you mean?" "The profits you and Jimmy have been taking don't match the actual revenue." "I don't understand." "According to your personal tax returns, Morrison Brothers made $400,000 in profit last year." "That sounds right. But according to the actual contracts and payments, we made $1.2 million profit." "That's impossible." "Robert, someone has been skimming $800,000 a year from the business." My head started spinning. "Margaret, that can't be right. I've triple-checked everything. The money is definitely missing. Who has access to the accounts?"
"You, Jimmy, and myself."
"Well, it's not me, and I know it's not you." Margaret looked at me with sad eyes. "Robert, I'm sorry, but all the evidence points to Jimmy." "No, absolutely not. Jimmy would never steal from me. Look at these deposit slips." She showed me bank statements for an account I'd never seen. "This is a business account opened 3 years ago. Only Jimmy's name is on it." "What kind of account?" "Morrison Construction Services. Very similar name to our company." I looked at the deposits. Huge amounts every month. "Where is this money coming from?" "From our clients. Jimmy's been directing some payments to this account instead of our main account." "How much?" "Over the past 3 years, about $2.4 million. I felt sick. "Margaret, there has to be an explanation." "I hope so. But Robert, you need to confront Jimmy about this." "What if you're wrong? What if I'm right?" That afternoon, I went home and tried to think. Jimmy and I had started the business after we both got laid off from the steel mill in 2003. We were broke, desperate, but we had skills and we had each other. "Brothers forever," Jimmy used to say. "Nobody can break up the Morrison boys." We built the company together, worked 18-hour days, shared everything equally, 50-50 partners in everything. Or so I thought. That evening, Jimmy came over for dinner like he did every Sunday. "How's Linda?" He asked about my wife. "She's good, visiting her sister this week." "Lucky you." Bachelor pad for a week. We watched football and drank beer like we had for 20 years. Jimmy seemed normal, relaxed, happy. Not like a man who'd been stealing millions from his brother. "Jimmy, can I ask you something?" "Sure." "Are you happy with how the business is going?" "Are you kidding? We're killing it, Bobby. Best year ever." "Do you think we're making enough money?" "We're doing great." "Why?" "I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if we could be doing better." "Bobby, we're both taking home $200,000 a year. That's more than we ever dreamed when we started. Though $200,000 a year. But according to Margaret, our profits were 3 times that." "Jimmy, have you ever thought about expanding? Taking on bigger projects?" "We're already stretched thin. Why push it? More money." "Money isn't everything, Bobby. We have a good thing going. Why mess with it? Easy to say when you're secretly making $600,000, while your brother thinks he's making $200,000. "Jimmy, are you happy with our partnership?" "What kind of question is that?" "A serious one." "Bobby, you're my brother. You're my best friend. You're the best partner anyone could ask for." "Really? Really? Why are you asking?" "Just want to make sure we're good." "We're more than good. We're family. Family." The word tasted bitter. After Jimmy left, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Margaret's spreadsheets. the secret bank account, the missing money. But I also kept thinking about 20 years of brotherhood, 20 years of shared struggles, shared victories, shared dreams. The next morning, I called Margaret. I need to see those documents again. Robert, I've been thinking, we should hire a forensic accountant. Is it that bad? I think it might be worse than we originally thought. How much worse? I found another account yesterday, and some irregular payments to shell companies. Shell companies. Companies that exist only on paper. I think Jimmy's been funneling money through them. How much money? I'm not sure yet. But Robert, this could be over 5 million. 5 million. Over 20 years. My own brother had stolen 5 million from me. That afternoon, I decided to confront Jimmy directly. I went to the construction site where he was overseeing a kitchen renovation. Jimmy, we need to talk. Sure. What's up? Privately. We walked outside to my truck. Jimmy, I'm going to ask you a direct question. And I need a direct answer. Okay. Have you been taking money from the business without telling me? His face went white. What do you mean? I mean exactly what I said. Have you been stealing from Morrison Brothers? Bobby, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about secret bank accounts, shell companies, missing profits. Jimmy looked genuinely confused. Bobby, I have no idea what you're talking about. Morrison Construction Services. Ring a bell? Never heard of it. It's a bank account with your name on it. A 2.4 million over 3 years. Jimmy sat down on the tailgate of my truck. Bobby, I swear to God, I don't know anything about any secret accounts. Then explain the missing money. What missing money? Margaret says we should have made 1.2 million profit last year. We only took 400,000. Maybe Margaret made a mistake. She's been doing books for 30 years. She doesn't make 800,000 mistakes. Jimmy was quiet for a long time. Bobby, someone is lying to you. Who? I don't know, but it's not me. Jimmy, look me in the eyes and tell me you haven't been stealing from me. He looked straight at me. Bobby, I swear on Mom and Dad's graves, I have never stolen a penny from you or from our business. I wanted to believe him. God, how I wanted to believe him. Then who did? I don't know. But we need to find out. That night, I called Margaret at home. Margaret, is there any possibility you made a mistake? Robert, I've checked and double-checked. The money is definitely missing. But what if Jimmy's telling the truth? Then someone else has been forging his signature and using his identity. Is that possible? Anything's possible. But Robert, who else would have access to client information, bank details, and business documents? She was right. Only Jimmy and I had access to everything. Margaret, what do we do now? We turn everything over to the police. Let them investigate. I can't do that to my brother. Robert, if he's innocent, the investigation will prove it. If he's guilty, I'll lose my brother and my business partner. If he's guilty, you've already lost both. You just don't know it yet. The next day I hired a private investigator. I figured if I was going to destroy my relationship with my brother, I better be absolutely sure. The investigator, a former police detective named Frank Rodriguez, took the case. Mr. Morrison, I'll need access to all financial records, bank statements, and business documents. Whatever you need. And I'll need to interview your brother. He doesn't know I hired you. That's probably better. People are more honest when they think it's just a casual conversation. Frank worked for 2 weeks. When he called me with his findings, his voice was grim. Mr. Morrison, we need to meet, and you might want to bring a lawyer. We met at a coffee shop downtown. Frank spread photos and documents across the table. Your brother has been systematically embezzling from your business for 19 years. 19 years. Started about a year after you opened. Small amounts at first. 500 here, the 1,000 there. How much total? 6.2 million. I nearly fell out of my chair. $6 million is very sophisticated. Shell companies, fake vendors, duplicate payments. He's been siphoning money through dozens of different schemes. But Jimmy's not that smart. He barely graduated high school. He's been working with someone, an accountant named David Chen, Margaret's brother. Turns out Margaret's been helping him launder the money. She's been creating false entries to hide the theft. Margaret's been in on it. For the past 5 years, Jimmy's been paying her $50,000 a year to cover his tracks. My whole world collapsed. My brother, my accountant, the two people I trusted most in the world.
Frank, what do I do now? You have two choices.
Go to the police or confront them directly. What happens if I go to the police? They'll be arrested, probably go to prison. You'll get some money back, but not much. What happens if I confront them? Depends on how smart they are. They might return the money voluntarily to avoid prosecution. What would you do? I'd give them a chance to make it right. Family is family. That night I called Jimmy. Can you come over? We need to talk. Sure. Everything okay? We'll discuss it when you get here. 30 minutes later, Jimmy walked into my living room. I had Frank's evidence spread across the coffee table. Jimmy, sit down. He saw the papers and his face went pale. Bobby, what is all this? It's proof that you've been stealing from me for 19 years. Jimmy didn't deny it. He just sat down and put his head in his hands. How long have you known? 2 weeks. What gave it away? You got sloppy. Started stealing too much too fast. Jimmy was quiet for a long time. Then he started crying. Bobby, I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Why? Jimmy, why did you do this to me? I don't know. It started small. I needed money for Sarah's medical bills. Sarah was his daughter. She'd had leukemia as a child. Jimmy, if you needed money, you should have asked me. I was embarrassed. And it was just going to be temporary. Temporary.
Jimmy, you've been stealing for 19 years!
I know. It got out of control. $6 million, Jimmy. You stole $6 million from me. I was going to pay it back.
How? You spent it.
Not all of it. How much do you have left? Maybe 800,000. What happened to the other 5 million? Sarah's medical bills, college for both kids, the house, cars, vacations. You bought a lifestyle with my money, our money.
We were partners. Partners don't steal from each other.
Jimmy looked up at me with red, swollen eyes. Bobby, what happens now? I don't know. Are you going to the police? I should? Please don't. Think about Sarah and Kevin, his kids, my nephew and niece. Jimmy, what you did is a felony. Multiple felonies. I know. You could go to prison for 20 years. I know. Your kids could lose their house, their college funds, everything. I know. Then why did you keep doing it? Because I couldn't stop. Every year I told myself it would be the last year. Every year I took more. Jimmy, you're my brother. I loved you more than anyone in the world. Loved. Past tense. I thought about it. I still love you. But I don't know if I can ever trust you again. What if I pay back everything I can? What if I sell the house, the cars, everything? That won't even cover half of what you stole. Then what if I sign over my half of the business? Jimmy, your half of the business isn't really yours. You bought it with money you stole from me. So what do? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We sat in silence for 10 minutes. Finally, Jimmy spoke. Bobby, I'll do whatever you want. If you want me to go to prison, I'll go to prison. I don't want you to go to prison. Then what do you want? I want my brother back. The brother who would never steal from me. I can't undo what I did. I know. But I can try to make it right. How? I'll liquidate everything. Pay you back every penny I can. And I'll work for free until the debt is paid off. Jimmy, at your age, that could take the rest of your life. Then that's what I'll do. What about Sarah and Kevin? They'll figure it out. They're adults now. Jimmy, you're 69 years old. You should be thinking about retirement. I gave up the right to retirement when I stole from my brother. I looked at this man I'd known my entire life. My little brother, my business partner, my best friend, my thief. Jimmy, I need time to think about this. I understand. And I need you to stay away from the business until I decide what to do. For how long? I don't know. Jimmy stood up to leave. Bobby, I really am sorry. I know that doesn't mean much now, but I know you are. Do you think you'll ever forgive me? I don't know, Jimmy. I honestly don't know. After he left, I sat alone in my living room for hours, thinking about 30 years of brotherhood, thinking about 20 years of partnership, thinking about 19 years of theft. The next morning, I called my lawyer. I need to restructure the business, remove my partner. Any particular reason? He's been embezzling for 20 years. Jesus, Robert. Are you pressing charges? Not yet, but I need to protect what's left of my company. I'll draw up the papers. 2 days later, I met with Jimmy one more time. I've decided what I want you to do. Whatever you say. You're going to sign over your half of the business to me. Okay. You're going to liquidate all your assets and give me whatever you can. Okay. And you're going to disappear from my life. Jimmy's face crumpled. Bobby, please, don't make me lose my brother and my livelihood. You should have thought about that before you became a thief. What am I supposed to do for work? That's not my problem anymore. Bubby, I'm 69 years old. Nobody's gonna hire me. Jimmy, you're lucky I'm not sending you to prison. Is there any way we can work this out? Stay family. I thought about it for a long time. Jimmy, family doesn't steal from family, so we're not family anymore. I don't know what we are anymore. Jimmy signed the papers that afternoon. He sold his house, his cars, his boat, everything. He gave me $650,000. It was less than 10% of what he'd stolen, but it was everything he had. Then he moved to Florida to live with his daughter Sarah. I haven't spoken to him since. That was 2 years ago. People ask me if I miss him. Of course I miss him. He was my brother for 69 years before he became a thief. But I can't separate the brother from the betrayal. Every memory I have of him is poisoned now. Every laugh we shared, every beer we drank, every job we completed together. All of it happened while he was stealing from me. How do you forgive someone for stealing your money? You don't. You forgive them for breaking your heart, and some hearts, once broken, never heal the same way. I run Morrison Construction alone now. It's smaller, quieter, less profitable, but it's honest. And after 19 years of being lied to, honesty feels like a luxury I can afford. Sarah calls me sometimes. Jimmy's daughter. She tells me he's sorry, that he thinks about me every day, that he wants to call but doesn't think I'd answer. She's right. I wouldn't answer. Not because I hate him, because I loved him too much to ever trust him again. And what's a relationship without trust? Nothing but shared DNA and broken promises. Jimmy taught me something important about family. Blood doesn't make you loyal. Character does. And some people, no matter how much you love them, just don't have enough character to be trusted, even when they're your brother. Especially when they're your brother.